What's up, y'all? What's up, you guys? Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Today I want to be talking about. I don't know why I chose this topic because I noticed like when you Google it, it's talking about something totally different. But the topic is called pride, right? Now, there's a difference when you take pride in your work. Nothing. I take pride in my work. I give it my all. But then there's a thing called pride, like when you think too highly of yourself, and you think you're on top of everybody else and everybody else is beneath you. That's not a good attitude to have, because I did a video on karma. So however you treat others, it doesn't matter what level you're on. I could be like, even when you like before, when I was in the like certain organizations, you could be at a high status or whatever status. It doesn't matter what status you are. You always go to like a lower. You don't. That's how you could tell when somebody have a lot of pride. You test them. You give them status and watch how they move. And you could actually see who's prideful and who's not. So a perfect example. I don't want to talk about it. You got Big G, which is God Himself, and you got Little G, which is the God of this world, right? Now, the Little G wants to be just like the Big G, and that's a fact. And this like he copy everything God does, and he turn around and he want to exalt himself above God, and that's the main reason why he fell too, because of pride. You know what I'm saying? Like pride is dangerous, like that, where you can have two masters, right? Instead of they spread out and work together, they'll try to fight against each other. That's how dangerous pride is. A lot of people don't talk about it, so I want to be the first to really hit that topic like that. But I'm just going to keep it basic in this video so that way it's easier to. I don't want to be all over the place. So, pride, like I said, it's good to take pride in your work and whatever you do it to the best of your ability. But when to be prideful is a different story. Like, I'm not talking about that other type of pride that's in the that that they know of, as in with the flag and stuff. You know what I mean? Read between the lines. I'm not talking about that type of pride. I'm talking about pride as in being prideful, proud of yourself, and over proud of yourself, where you think you're better than everybody else. That's a dangerous thing. And no matter, even if you're better at a few people in certain area, it's good to be humble. Because when you too proud, you will get humbled. Because it's put it like this. It's like even in certain areas that you live, you might find certain guys trying to prove something to each other. That's called pride. To the point where they'll hurt each other over it. Whether it's over a girl, whether it's over who makes more money, whether it's over, like who got better cars, or you know what I mean? Like, it's good to be grateful of what you have. And ain't nobody saying you can't have the best, because I like the best too. I like quality. But at the same time, who am I to say that I'm better than anybody? We're all we're all actually on the same page. It's just a lot of us haven't unlocked it, or some of us have unlocked it. But everybody is supposed to be everybody hates this terminology, but everybody, I'm gonna just use it a different way. I was gonna say equal, but not everybody might agree with that. So, which is understandable too. But like everybody have potentials to be what they wanna be or who they wanna be. You know, in spite of being your best. But there's a difference with like being very prideful and and always being selfish, and it's like there's nothing wrong with self-care in yourself and taking care of yourself first and all these things, because in order to look out for somebody else, you one have to be okay, correct? Right. So like it's good to it's it's good to be the best you could be, the best version of yourself, whatever that is, whether it be good or bad. But being prideful is really, really dangerous because people could clash like that. Now back to the story of good and bad energy. You see like how you got the big G and the little g. The big G is the main G, and he said that's the source. That's it, all the example. That's where all things came from, you know, and whether it be good or bad. And it's just pride could grow. It's like a thing that grows, just like a plant. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll grow inside of you, and it could also be your destruction too. Like it could cause you to self-destruct, when you don't, like, if things not working your way, or like I learned at my point in my life, I learned to like let go of what I can't control and focus on what I can control. you know it's it's like, what you think, perfect example, look at the ships in the ocean, right? I look at life like that in a way, like the ship sail, and it's designed to let whatever water that comes into the boat out of the boat, right? So you have an in and an output, right? And everything is rated for the water and rated a certain way, right? So it's like the water could be like issues. It could cause the boat to go down, to sink. So that's the same thing with your body, your mind, your body, your soul. Whatever you let into you, whether it be good or bad, it could affect you. You know what I'm saying? Whether whether it's good or bad. So letting in the water could mean problems. You know what I'm saying? That could be like just issues that builds up, and eventually, and then if you're not releasing all that issue, what you think gonna happen? You will fall. You know. So that's the same thing. You'll sink. You know what I'm saying? So it's not worth it to, you know what I mean? Like feed yourself with stuff that's gonna cause you to fall, such as pride. You know what I'm saying? So for in order for the boat not to sink, it gotta have like some type of pump or something that releases the water back into the ocean to keep the boat above, to float. So I don't know much about boats. I'm just using it as an example, but I do know that. I do know the basic about water getting into the boat, and it could cause it to sink if you're not releasing that water. Same thing with your body. If you let a lot of negative stuff inside your body, it messes you up health wise. Whether it cause stress, it could cause you to have strokes, It could cause you to, it just cause you to break down. You could be like ignorant, or you snap a lot on people, or you know so it's just, like, you gotta be mindful of what you take into yourself, into your mind, into your body. So pride is just as destructive, because that's what caused it. Moves just like a chain reaction. It could be, like, I don't know why we do it. We just do it because I guess it feels good, or it makes us feel good. Because one thing I learned too about the flesh, like, we always attractive to everything that's not good. And like, everything that's good we don't want to do. Perfect example. We don't like what's good for us, food wise, but we like all the bad stuff. It's nothing wrong with, it's not good, but it's nothing wrong with slipping up once in a blue, but I'm not okay in it. If you could not slip up, that's even better. But we're humans, we were born in sin, so we're gonna have days when we're, slipping up. But it's just to get up, don't slip and stay down. We gotta always keep that in our mind, to like always get up. It's just like a baby that's learning to walk. Like, that baby always fall, but the baby never gives up until that baby walk towards mama or papa, and say mama or papa. So we're constantly learning in life, and you know there's steps to life. I always admire it, and I look at it, and like, you see the different, you learn to walk first, then you learn to run, and then we learn, other levels to it. We learn to take off like an eagle, like, whether it's in, like, your skills, your mindset. So it's like flying in a way. You learn to like do other things. You elevate from a caterpillar to a butterfly. you know Same thing with our minds. There's certain parts of our brains we don't even use. Like, I'm gonna break that down in another video, like, about the amount of space we use, and what's working and what we don't use. That's another deep video by itself. But I want to stick on topic. Pride is a very destructive thing. So if you could like deny it, and then deny it, like, cause I've seen a lot of people destroyed because of it, and even the same little G, he got cast out of heaven because of that same pride. If he was to humble himself, you know, he wouldn't have, what I'm saying? Things would have probably been a lot different. But what's done is done, And now it's like you reap what you sow. My last video, I did that too, about the sharp sickle. You should go check that out. Um, I'm not so good at putting a link in the description and stuff, but I'm gonna learn it eventually. But yeah, you could just YouTube it, like, sharp. What was it? It wasn't called sharp sickle. I call it, separating the wheat from the tears. That was my last video. But it's mainly about the sharp sickle though, like dividing. What I'm saying? The wheat from the tears, and that's another deep video. But yeah, man. Like I want everything that's I want the best out of life. I want the best from the universe, you know. But if it leads to me being prideful, then I don't want it, you know. But I know I need certain things because I use it to navigate. Not just I need it. I don't just want it. You know what I'm saying? I need it. I need the best, the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Because we were made to be abundant. We wasn't made to really suffer. It's just that's the way life is designed. We gotta break those curses. We gotta break that cycle. You know, some people like negative stuff. Well, guess what? I did another video in that too, karma. I need to do a part two to that video too to break down karma more. But, you know, that's a whole different video. You should check that out too. But, it's whatever you reap is what you sow. I can't even break it down anymore. Those couple of words break everything down. 'Cause everything that comes out after that falls under those categories. What you reap is what you sow, whether it be good or whether it be evil. You know, um, yeah, but you see now the little G fell, and that's how you got all this show going on with this UFO thing and all this stuff. But I don't want to say too much about that because that's its own topic for its own day. But you know what I mean? That's that's how I describe certain things. Pride is very dangerous. We ought to be really mindful of that. And I'm not gonna, like I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hopefully this video was a blessing to you guys. Comment down below, keep it respectful, let me know what you think. And God bless you. Take care and stay away from pride. I'm not saying you can't do the best. Do your best. But don't, you be your best. And, just don't be prideful. That's the best advice I could give someone, because I wish I had somebody to tell me certain things when I was a little bit younger. I had to find out on my own and learn, you know. So that's what life is all about. It's a journey, and it's funny how if you're not careful with pride, put it like this: you see how we born, same way everybody die. You know what I'm saying? Unless God input it in you. I'm talking about the big G. Unless He destined you not to taste death. But all of us that was born, you have to go through the valley of the shadow of death. You know what I'm saying? If God Himself came down, left His throne, and did all He did for us, and He went through it, who are we that we may not go through it? You know what I'm saying? No, we still don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to die twice. That's the message. That's the moral for this. You don't want to die twice. Because you could live once and you could sure die twice. And what I mean by die twice is, the first death. Look around in the cemetery. That's the first death. People don't really talk about it, but there's a second death, and that's not a place where you want to be. You know what I mean? So just think about that. I would advise everybody try to like learn yourself and try to deny yourself too. Like, that's the best way to stay away from pride. Don't be too much in yourself. Okay, take care, guys. God bless you and peace. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope my voice was clear enough because I have this new microphone I'm testing, little wireless stuff. I just wanna be more clear. So peace.